Hello again, day 2 in January, and the second episode of teaching the old dog new tricks or new licks. So the top bit is the phrase I played right at the beginning. I'm going to play it again in a second. And the next bit is I think it's probably a cycle of fifths developed on part of that top lick. And what I've done here, this is in a piece of software on my iPad. Software is called Score. And it allows you to, you can scan things into it, which is great, and it allows you to edit them. So what I've done is I've marked the bits that I was particularly stumbling over when I first ran through the whole thing. Plenty of them, as you can see, and some of them it's damn nearly the whole phrase. So what I'm going to do is, in my practicing over the days ahead, is going to break it down into as little sections. So what I'm thinking is happening here is that when you come across a phrase that you can't play easily, it's because you haven't got the neural pathways in your brain to handle that particular sequence. Because there's plenty that we can play and you just sort of do them dead easily. You think, well, it's nothing to do with physical manual dexterity in the hand. It's more what's going on in the brain. So what I'm trying to do, and some people might think I've left it rather late in my career to develop this, is to spend the days of January seeing if it's not too late for me to develop such revised neural pathways in this rather older brain than would be accustomed to doing this in learning the instrument. Hence the title, Old Dog New Licks. Okay, well, I'll start off with the phrase that I think I can play properly, and then we'll go into the difficult stuff. Tempting Providence. Okay, so then the opening phrase of the development of all of that was wasn't too bad. So that, you can still trip up on that, but that's an easier one. Next one I found difficult, though, this middle bit. So it's got a little bit better since a little bit of practice, but it's still very unreliable. And it's that bit in the middle. It's like the A to the D to the B to the C. I could use the side C maybe. Yeah, that'll be alright. So I'm going to practice that again in between times. Well, that little bit made me realise that dexterity and around those top notes really is a bit iffy. I probably haven't done a lot of that in the past. Being right-handed, I'd probably use more of that. So I worked out a little sequence that I thought might be useful to do, just developing odd patterns in the left hand, again to sort of create new neural pathways, if that's what goes on up there. And that's starting on open C, CB, CB flat, using the two keys together, CA, C A flat, CG, C A flat, CA, CB flat, CB, and so forth. So I'm going to do that as well as my other practices, just like everything else, just build up, get it faster and faster if I can. That one's okay as well. That's the third iteration now around the D minor seventh. Again, that's done predominantly right hand movement, so it just shows there is a big difference when it comes to funny phrases. By that I mean maybe down a third, up a fourth. Right hand is definitely better than the left hand. Then of course when you get into the G minor one, it gets more tricky. think I need to use the right hand B flat on the way up and out of it. So the fork B flat on the way down, and not the fork, on the double left hand index over the two keys on the way down, and then the side one on the way up maybe. Okay, that needs work. So that's me just on the first line, and it really gets difficult further down. So once again, I'm going to switch off, and I shall do some more practice, and we'll come back to it. And I suppose we'll see an awful lot of improvement in the end of the first day, but I'm going to stick with this for the next 31 days. And I welcome any suggestions and comments that any of you have got to make. This is about me tracking my progress, if I make some, sharing it with everybody else, but above all, seeing if there's an opportunity for me to learn more from you guys out there. Okay. Right, well, I've realised I've been doing that for about 10 minutes and I've got a headache, so it's definitely forming some new neural pathways. So I think now I need to stop for some coffee and cake. That'll make it better.